All of a sudden, I'm seeing what looks like blood on the ground. Just a little at first, but then what looked like a full-on crime scene, smeared across the earth. And the smell, like something died, fermented, and came back as a military-grade assault on your nostrils. Yikes. Oh, and I'm miles from civilization with 0 cell service and only a camera. Plus, the kind of curiosity that usually leads to bad decisions. So naturally, I kept walking toward it. Because nothing says great life choices like investigating a blood-colored lake alone. But then I see it. Half the lake is red, the other half is blue, split by a straight line so perfect it looked photoshopped by God. What am I looking at? Either the most epic gender reveal party ever, nature's attempt at a Pepsi logo, or I've finally gone off the deep end. All seemed equally plausible at this point. But here's what I didn't know yet. This isn't natural. Someone did this on purpose, and the reason why will blow your mind. Who would turn half a lake red? How could it stay perfectly split down the middle? And what happens when it all dries up? I needed to know. That red water, it's not pollution. It's not dyed. It's not even man-made. It's alive. Meet Dunaliella salina. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. A microalgae that produces red-orange pigments to protect itself from extreme sunlight and salt. And its party companion, halobacteria. Tiny red microbes that absolutely thrive in water so salty it would kill almost everything else. Together, they turn this half of the lake into a soup of red biological paint. And what's insane is just miles away. The other side is crystal blue, calm, peaceful, like a postcard from a different planet. So what's keeping these two worlds apart? Back in the 1950s, some railroad engineers looked at this massive ancient lake and said, you know what would improve this fragile ecosystem? A giant rock wall straight through the middle. And for reasons I will never understand, everyone agreed. Which, reminder, was also the same decade people put asbestos in baby clothes and thought margarine was brain food. That wall became the Lucin Cutoff Causeway, a 20-mile barrier of stone and gravel built so trains could cut across the lake without going around it. Seemed efficient, but it accidentally broke the lake in half. The south arm still got river inflows from the Jordan, Weber, and Bear rivers. The north arm got cut off, left to stew, evaporate, and get way saltier. And that hypersaline environment is basically Burning Man for our red-loving microbial friends. And while the red side looks cool, it's actually a biological wasteland. Brine shrimp, gone. Brine flies, gone. Millions of migratory birds, starving. And the lake isn't just colorful and dying, it's shrinking fast. But as it dries up, it exposes huge areas of lakebed. And that lakebed isn't just dirt, it's arsenic, mercury, and sulfur. A toxic cocktail baked into the soil that gets picked up by wind and blown straight into Salt Lake City, home to over 1 million people, now breathing in what scientists politely call toxic dust. No taste, no smell, just good old poison in your lungs. And here's the kicker. This isn't just happening in Utah. We've been doing this to lakes, rivers, and coastlines all over the world. But here's the twist. People are finally doing something about it. In 2016, engineers carved a breach in the causeway to let water flow again. In 2022, Utah passed emergency water legislation to reduce agricultural overuse and restore lake inflows. In 2023, a record-breaking snowpack brought desperately needed runoff, temporarily raising lake levels and slowing the damage. There are even wild ideas on the table, like pumping water from the Pacific Ocean, which is basically like trying to fill a swimming pool with a bendy straw from 700 miles away. But hey, at least we're trying. Standing at the edge of the lake, it hit me. This place is a mirror. One side blue, clear, balanced. The other red, overloaded, breaking down. And in between, a line we drew. There's no evil mastermind here, no villain, just humans doing what we thought made sense at the time. They didn't know how it would affect the lake. We barely understood ecosystems back then. But now we know better. We've already fixed rivers that used to catch fire, brought bald eagles back from extinction, and even patched a literal hole in the sky. So no, I don't think we're doomed. I think we're early in the comeback story. Because this lake isn't just a warning, it's a second chance. A reminder that mistakes are only permanent if we ignore them. So with a little political will, a few billion gallons of water, and the entire state of Utah promising not to leave the faucet running, we might actually unfry this deadly omelet. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching.